Hello YouTube, this is We All Juggle Knives with another knife review. This is a budget price knife by Enlan. Now if you're not familiar with Enlan, it's a company similar to Sanremu and Ganzo. You know, they produce very solid knives at a very low price. You know, GearBest asked me if I wanted to review this, and I said, well, I don't know. But then I saw the price and I agreed because there is a very high demand for affordable folders. All right, this is the first Enlan I've looked at. The knife has nicely textured G10 handle scales, and you see there's a good amount of room between the thumb stud and the scale, so it's really easy to open. I'm left-handed, but you see, even with my offhand, very easy to open, and the pivot is very smooth. It's a liner lock, and it locks up really securely. There's no blade play. I have to say, this is a very mechanically sound knife. Yeah, I mean, for the price this is, you might expect it to be flimsy. It's not. It's just the opposite. It's actually a bit overbuilt. Now, the drawback to that, it's a bit heavy. You know, especially if you're used to knives that are popular in the US for EDC, tend to be really light. But it's heavy because the G10 is heavy and the G10 is thick. That also feels like G10 on the back spacer. And then the liners are thick too. Right, but that's a good thing in the sense that it's kind of built like a tank. So yeah, it is heavy, but I don't really think that'll be a problem for most people because at this price you want it to be overbuilt. I mean, better overbuilt than underbuilt. And if you're buying this, you're probably buying it as a beater knife, meaning something you can use and abuse. So yeah, I think people will gladly take that trade-off. And now the blade. Well, this is 8CR13 MOV, pretty common stainless steel. The blade length is 3.6 inches by my measurement. It's an interesting shape because it's got the sub-tip of a tanto, right? But then that secondary grind or edge is curved. You don't usually see that. And then there's a swedge. All right, initial sharpness. This is actually very sharp. Surprisingly good initial sharpness on this. Now the price on this, it's going to be around like $15, I would think. You know, prices may vary, so I can't give you the exact quote, but I can post it on the day that I post this. I can check it, but around $15. And people say, oh, how good could it be for that price? Believe me, dude, I could find 100 other knives at that price that are clearly inferior to this knife. As I said, it's mechanically sound. I mean, it's the lockup on this, the opening, both the smoothness of the pivot and the ergonomics, as well as the edge that they give you. It's just as good as $50 or $60 knife. So yeah, even at this price range, there's still a lot of variation, and this would be in the top 10% of competing knives at the same price range. So do I recommend it? It really depends if you like the blade shape and if you like the blade length. You know, people have different preferences, so I can't say if it would be perfect for you, but what I can say is that if you do like the blade shape, and I have to say the shape of the handle gives an excellent grip too. Yeah, if you're cool with those, then there's absolutely no reason to hesitate, right? Because as I said, mechanically, it's built rock solid. All right, YouTube, well, I hope you enjoyed seeing this blade. Just another budget option. I will include a link, of course, if you want to pick one up for yourself. It's been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.